Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, is going to be all about the girl. Shout out to any plant moms out there. We in this together, okay? We do this. My collection isn't even huge. It may look like a lot, but it's not. But I'm really excited to show you guys what I have so far. Ironically enough, I just got a puppy, so it's like these were my original babies and now I have another baby. When I talk about plants and getting into plants, I feel like I really got into them about a year or two ago. When I moved out, I knew I wanted to have a lot of plants in my apartment. I was looking at different aesthetics and types of apartment decor wise, and I noticed that a lot of the ones that I pinned or that I gravitated towards were ones with leaves, plants everywhere, just drooping, hanging, sitting. I love the look of it. Green aesthetic. Something about seeing plants makes me genuinely happy, so I knew I wanted to fill my apartment with them. A lot of them have died in my care, so this is not to say I know everything about plants. I know little to nothing about plants. I use the good old internet to look up and ID any plants that I need to, or like information. If one of them is dying, I'll just Google how to save it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a learning process. Okay, so first I'll talk about my plant case. I guess technically this could also be a bookcase. I got it off of Amazon, where everything I buy comes from. And when I was looking for a plant case, I really wanted something chic, something simple. I knew I wanted to just put a bunch of plants and decor on it, so I knew that decorating it, I wanted like the decor and the plants to stand out. I just needed the actual shelving itself to be sturdy and just something that would fit in with my living room. I've been decorating my living room for a while, so I kind of have this like modern feel going on, and I wanted to replicate that even in this corner. I call it my little plant corner. It comes with 3 tiers. 4 if you count the very top one. That's another thing. I love how it's made. I don't know if they purposely did that, but it's really good for plants. I feel like I have some that are shorter and some that are really tall. I can fit different ones in different spaces, so everything fits cohesively. In the past, I bought really cool looking plants just because aesthetically I was like, you look so good, I'd like to have you. But then I get them home and I'm watering them, I'm taking care of them, and they're dying. Like nothing I'm doing is working. And I know plants take time, but certain plants also are just harder to maintain. I've got a green thumb, but I don't got it like that. My thumb is like light sage green, like a very, very light, almost non-existent. So I learned my lesson with picking plants and making sure that I research before I bring them home. So I'll just go ahead and talk about each tier of my little plant case so far. So we'll start like top to bottom and just go tier by tier. So the very first tier, I have this plant. It's called Campylonerium, but it says it's part of the fern family. And what attracted me to this plant are its leaves. They reminded me of that pasta. I forget the name of it, but its leaves literally remind me of that, and I love it. I'm trying to mix textures when it comes to plants. I love a good, just nice leafy plant, just regular, smooth, but I love also the rough ridges, the edges. Oh, it's so big. That's why I put it at the top, because it has to sit there. It really can't fit on any other tier. And then next to it, I just have this little watering can. I just picked this up from Walmart, and it's good to have one of those. At first I was just using a cup of water to do it, but I don't know, I just like having the watering can. I like having the spigot. I feel like it does help me control how much water I'm pouring in. Just make sure not to overwater. That was my main problem for the longest. I was getting so frustrated because I kept feeding the plants, and I was like, well, why aren't you flourishing? Like, I feed you, you grow. That's the agreement. And then I have this, which I actually got this from a wedding. One of my brides did a whole wedding where everything was like crochet, almost everything, and it was so cute and I loved it. And they left behind like a bunch of these little ones, just a little crochet vine, and I think it's really cute and adds a little zest to the section. Which, by the way, I only have 3 fake plants total over here. This one right behind me, this super prickly one, that one is fake. I got it from Marshall's, I'm pretty sure. And then the vines going down the back of the shelf, those are fake as well. And I call those my filler plants just because I want a lot of plants, but again, I don't want to be overwhelmed. Eventually I want a lot, but Again, for this space, I just want to have controlled chaos. Chaos, but controlled. Okay, so going down to the second tier, this is one of my favorite tiers because it has my bamboo plants on it. My bamboo. So my bamboo plants have a special place in my heart. They do get a little bit of favoritism, and this is because I've had them for the longest. These were my first ever plants where I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually try to keep this plant alive. I paid for it with my own money, and I've had them for years. I've had Sir Kelly here, which I originally named my plants because I was like, okay, somehow in my mind the psychology was, if you name them, you'll grow more attached to them and you'll take better care of them, you know? Science. But Sir Kelly here is the only one that I actually remember the name for after I named them. I got Sir Kelly, I think at least 3 years ago, maybe 3+ years ago. Bamboo, by the way, if you want a plant that is like foolproof, like even I can't kill it, get a bamboo. Bamboo are so easy to take care of. I have not had a bamboo plant die on me yet, so I don't know, they just are easy again, and I like the aura around bamboo. Okay, next to my bamboo, I have my 3 little cactus, which I am obsessed with. Pro tip, go to Dollar Tree. When in doubt, go to Dollar Tree. I don't know why people sleep on it. Everyone always wants to go to Michael's or Joann's. Those are amazing craft stores, agreed, but nothing will beat a Dollar Tree. But I love them. They're so cute. They were $1 a piece. They kind of have holes on the top of them, so I'm not sure their function. I thought they were just little trinkets, but they could be candle holders. I don't know. I truly don't, but I'm just using them as decor. It goes with the green aesthetic, and I think they are so cute, just the right size. So I wanted to make sure any little trinkets I got were small enough. They wouldn't take up the whole shelf. I could put things behind them that could still be seen. This, again, one of my favorite plants. I am a propagating queen. Did you know? Were you aware that you're in the presence of royalty? Well, recently, and when I say recently, I mean like this summer, my mom was teaching me how to propagate, and she's so into plants too. That's probably who I get it from. I saw that in her bathroom, like right along her bathtub and on the windowsill, she had plants that were propagating. Like she had cut them off and placed them in water, and they were growing. I could see the roots, and I was obsessed. I just love the way it looked. I love being able to see the roots, and I know that technically you're supposed to put them in soil after it gets to this point, but I did look up that you could keep them in water and you can like grow plants that way. They'll probably grow maybe a little slower because of that, but honestly I don't care because I love how it looks. It looks like I'm a mad scientist growing all sorts of things inside my apartment, low-key. But I love the look of it, especially in a clear jar or a vase like this. I got this from the Dollar Tree as well, so as you can see, we're just doing everything Dollar Tree. Again, with propagating, I have about 1, 2, 3, I feel like I have about 4 total. So the next here we have some more trinkets, guys. Need I say more? Look at these little mushrooms. Adorable. And again, these are from Dollar Tree, which I was really just surprised by the quality. Like the tops of them, they really just could have painted this a solid color and left it, but look at the details. And each one is different. That's what I love. This plant, I don't even know what it is. It's a plant. I had it a while ago. It was so pretty when I first got it. It was speckled, so it was like light green and dark green, and it had little spots throughout. It was so pretty. And then it started dying off and it started resprouting. And then when it resprouted, I assumed it was going to be that same leaf resprouting, but it wasn't. It was just this plain green. And then it's been up and down. Sometimes it's dying off, sometimes it comes back to life, and this is kind of what I'm left with, which is so funny. It's just like one little stem and all of this soil. Like the pot is clearly huge, but I think I'm just trying, honestly, I'm going to keep watering it if it wants to live. I'm going to keep supporting it, but once it does die off, if it does, I'm going to replace it because I really love this pot. It's so cute. I'm pretty sure I got it from Walmart. All of my pots are white or white-ish. I wanted to at least have that theme. And on my last here, I just have my disco ball. I didn't really know what to put down here. That's why it's my disco ball. I kind of like it though. And so these plants are, again, my favorite. I love any type of hanging vine plant. It's It's amazing, and it's a cute look. If you ever want to spruce up an area in your house or apartment, get a hanging plant, stick it in there. It makes a world of a difference. I love the look of it. I think that they're so pretty. It's called a hanging pothos, heart pothos plant. I feel like they grow a lot too, or definitely sprouting. This one, it's vine. Look how long this is. This is the one that goes in my bathroom, but its vine is so long. I have to wrap it around. And then this one, the vine's not as long, but it's gonna get there. I feel like they're definitely keep growing. Like, I see it sprouting new leaves. And then also, I cannot leave without telling you guys about my little stool here. In my old apartment, I had this really cute jungle theme spa aesthetic bathroom, and I had bought this stool, which I specifically bought for that bathroom because it was green and brown, and I thought it went really well with the aesthetic. In my bathroom now, I don't have as much as that same aesthetic. It's kind of more like a white black kind of thing going on. So I was like, where should I put it? And it actually fit perfect in this little nook area. This is definitely one of my favorite spots in my apartment. Alright guys, well, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Give me suggestions if you have any for plants that I should get next. Again, we like low maintenance over here. Pretty nice to look at, but don't require too much work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!